Okay, people, I was trying to, have more light, but the candle is not working. So we're just going to be using this like that. Oh, oh, is that okay? It just kind of look like a look. Is that good? Let me see. What about this way? This way. Anyway, the candle is just looking like it's looking okay. So anyway, I titled this "Progressives Go Back to Where You Come From." It's a hot topic right now, and I think that my comment is, okay, progressives, go back where you come from. No, for real though. That part, there would be no reason for us to get upset. Dang it, I ain't gonna feel you. Every now and again, I'd be like, where's my Constitution book? I mean, I have a Constitution book. Matter of fact, I would give out the Constitution. When I was, I keep saying was, but that what I am doing, and I will give people links and stuff so that they can get the Constitution and they can read it. Now, there was something. Whenever you're looking for political office, I mean, we have different tiers of political office. We really, really do. So that means that if you qualify, you can be elected. If you qualify, so them say you can be hired. Okay, so maybe some of the rhetoric is just not fitting to say, okay, I don't know if you should be on a seat because you're coming from someplace else. We have a lot of people in organizations and businesses that actually come from other places and they have the right to work. Now, if you're applying to be some of the higher positions, then you need to be naturalized or born citizens of the United States. Okay, no different from another country. Now, I don't want us to take this too lightly because people who actually travel to other countries, you're right, they don't get the benefits and the resources that we have here in the United States. No, seriously. I mean, there are people who actually go to other countries, like they're migrants, and them being migrants, they go and they may want to get certain jobs, even through the United States Embassy. It's not like that. Matter of fact, the United States Embassy, when you're in another country, they want to hire the locals. Okay. So if we were talking about one thing or the other, you're right. Progressives go back home or go back where you come from. I mean, there's nothing negative about that. When you're in certain positions and places where you could do international work, jump on in, my people. Find yourself fitted because you're right. There is dialogue that is necessary, and we need to build bridges, not burn them. Okay? There'll be no reason for us to get hot and trot over somebody saying, progressives, go back where you come from. Okay, you got it going on here. Make the links, connect with the organizations, connect with the different government entities that are here in the United States, and make it happen, my people. Now, even for the people who are right here, it becomes another, I ain't gonna lie to you, another area. If you know you're coming from an infested neighborhood, infested meaning, some of the social issues that we so very much complain about. The reason why we decided that we wanted to be active progressives. Now, active and progressive may be two different things. Okay, you could be like an activist, and then yet a progressive is the one who is actually taking on different seats where they have the light. You understand? So, you have some people who come from communities right here in the United States, and it's different from, let's say, the environment that they actually receive once they actually win a seat. Now they got more than one place to actually partay. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like at that point, once you're actually winning a seat, you get another home. You know what I mean? And then you have to care for that home. So I don't know all the details of what women or men who become elected and they're coming from their environment and then what kind of work or how they actually maneuvering around. Here it is, the true force of politics. But you're right. Progressives, go back where you come from. Help build the bridge. Instead of yada, 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 you should have said, hey, you're right. And then when we start thinking about that funding, now that's different than somebody who is applying for an application. Okay? looking for, here it is, the money, and then here it is, the money all up in your face like this, and you can make things happen. Okay, you'd be like, okay, well, my focus group is going to be right here. Let's not look at it as being something racist. Now, listen, racism is more than colorism. Racism is politics. Racism is education. Racism is theology. Racism is what laid first, the egg or the chicken, or what came first, the egg or the chicken. Okay? Progressives, go back where you come from. Because now, when you start having that glory, having that dialogue, now you're doing something more proactive. I don't know if I need to look at that negatively. Okay? Because now you're looking at the details of those who could get hired, what it means, and then you taking office and you being a representative someplace, and then you being able to do something. Glory. And then all those other departments and areas and people who are doing outreach and organizations and people you could call because you got a seat. Glory. For you to just take on another steer and turn to be barking at, here it is, nothing. No, it's something, but let's be realistic, my people. Go back to where you come from. And if it ain't, and that means right here in the United States, progressives, you got a lot of people who become successful. They're considered successful people are considered progressives. I want to make sure because I'm like about to get tongue tied with that. And you do not have a lot of people who become successful as progressives that actually come back into their neighborhoods. The investment in their neighborhoods are not there. So for us to be like, okay, we're going to spend so much energy to say, oh, well, this person told me to go back and help my people. Oh, go back and build that bridge for my people. The audacity of here it is somebody, and then yet here it is. I can take on the conversation. Well, here it is with this group and with this embassy and this and the and the other and the yada and the yada and help improve my world, your world. You can look at the entire world. I made a video, and it was like all of them, and I understood what that is. Okay, this is like early on, like when you're deciding on your business. There's one thing to talk about chick and to talk about the details of any one of those subjects. I mean, I know that little pamphlet that I received that talks about the Constitution. When you're actually looking in the law, that Constitution book is like tall, okay? It's like humongous. There's so much information in the Constitution book all by itself. All the little amendments and stuff. For us collectively as a people, that little pamphlet is so thin, like this, and then to say, okay, you can't even see my arms, but it's to the floor, however tall you are, plus. And then there's details and all of that. Then when you look at the human rights, and then you have the Declaration, it's so thin, but then there's so many other books that focuses on human rights with different subjects. Independence, sovereignty. You got all these corporations that make the world go around, and then, honey, we don't have anything to say about civil. Honey, that's a whole entire book all by itself. Progressives, go back where you come from. He's right. She's right. We right. They and them. Build up the bridges. No reason to bark to get upset. Let's be realistic, my people. Now, I'm not going to call out any people or any places, but I think you're right. Progressives, go back where you come from. Let's build the bridges and the relationships. What does it mean? But in regards to being elected, maybe, hey, we had people who in office that could not do a lot of stuff. So for somebody, oh, here it is, it's like, I ain't gonna do you. Because you got some people who don't know everything. Okay, that's why they have staff. Okay, matter of fact, there was a time someone they would say, oh, they didn't use a computer or type a typewriter or nothing. They have the people to do it. They just tell them they had like you know, freedom right. Here's that. The other little journal that said, progressive, build the bridges that's necessary. I understand these people. I'm not technical. There's a bountiful constitution, my love. But the thing is that one point or the other, we do have human rights. Okay? And so wherever that right there applies, it applies to here it is that every two. They'll be looking at here it is about you and I'm man. You understand what I'm saying? Progressive, go back where you come from. This is reason to get upset. Matter of fact, a lot of those people should have responded, not so much in a defense, but to make sure that here it is, their I's and T's across, which they are, okay, in regards to status and elections. But those particular people, wherever they're talking about, should have gotten in contact with their representatives and said, you know what, we do need your help in these areas. And then that funding, right there where they are. We need funding for this, we need funding for that, so that they can get funded. You understand? Oh, here it is, though. You're right. Man, those tickets cost some money. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do anything. You didn't say nothing but, yeah, we got approval, my love. Okay, we got flight and travel and housing and board. And it is the State Department. You think no Skippy? You can add that in there. I mean, I understand at times we just get so I'm emotional. I'm emotional too, honey. Every now and again, I think about here it is something else trying to tell me one thing or the other, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well then what are you talking about? And then when I start listening to here it is those things, and then we thinking, yeah, here it is on my side. I've been for this, and I'm like, shit, we can go somewhere and bar and thinking about a whole lot of different stuff. And then yet here it is about well-being, me. Oh Lord, progressive stuff. Where you come from? People who want to read into all of that and then go negative, and then the people that say, well, we ain't going nowhere. And then that would be the thing that I was having the conversation or thought about human rights. This little cycle, you know, okay, well, this happened. People that come through a little cycle, a little pull, a little push. And then when they want to go back home, they don't have funding. They have to think about buying land. If you want to do a business, those who are already there doing business, you got to with that. Now that you're going to be in one place and provide services, and then if you do a business, you want it to be lucrative, then you have to have those connections, and then you be in a good seat like that. Then it would be, well, hell yeah, I want to take advantage. I want to have this area right here for my efforts, and then here it is. This is for the populace or the general of the people. Maybe honey, she can put that on a bill real quick. Say you damn right, human rights all day. And then yeah, you got these people, oh, we're going back to that, we covered that. Hell no. The man said, the woman said, progressive, go back where you come from. Okay, I ain't going to you, honey. Contact those people, wherever those people come from, and tell them how you want to help them invest back into the community, because if they're not doing anything and they just going on an emotional rant. I told that complaints. No. I don't say it like that. I have complaints. There are complaints. Shit, that part. And I already told them, honey, I'll be like, I'm gonna be over here, over there. What's up here in this part? And I can't begin to tell you this thing no truth. Calm down. Shit, that part. I got me a staff and everything. I can tell them what to do. I said, pull up the dang on data. I want to know. And I want to know. Yeah, make it happen. You're damn right. Lord have mercy. What is doing? Progressives, go back where you come from.